I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be why you should listen to your heart and not your head when it comes to dating and relationships. Otherwise, you're going to make completely enormous blunders that can create problems and unhappiness in your life for years to come. That's basically what I did, if you've read my book, when I got married to my first wife, is deep down inside I knew it wasn't right, but I didn't listen to that little voice. I listened to what I thought I should do, and I listened to all the friends and people in my life telling me what they thought I should do, even though my heart was screaming that I shouldn't do it. And it ended, it was like, I went through the whole process of being married and then going through the process of getting a divorce, and that just totally sucked. So, and I've got an email here from a viewer, and he wrote me once before, and he basically, he's got this gal that he met, and she lives in like Morocco or Morocco or somewhere like that, which is a Muslim conservative country. And this girl's also pregnant, and she doesn't know who the father is, so it's obvious that she's sleeping around quite a bit. And so he's kind of caught between wanting to help the girl out, but also deep down he's like, I want to get the hell out of here. So he says, "Hi Corey, I wrote you before about my girlfriend whose father has 4 wives and that she's pregnant and doesn't know who the father is. Now I've left the country as I had to go to my brother's wedding, but I was planning to go back after a month because this girl is very beautiful, kind, and loving, and she really seems to be in love with me. I feel that I want to help her. I think that she needs me right now and that her life might even be in danger if I don't help. I did explain to her that I won't be around for a long time and that perhaps we can stay together a bit longer, but that what I want to do is to continue traveling and I can't support a family of 4. Because apparently she's got 2 or 3 other kids from other guys, something like that. So she's a baby factory. So he says, just before I left, on the way to the airport, I gave her 400 euros to pay for the hospital and to look after herself while I was gone. Now less than 2 weeks later, she's told me that she was robbed and lost all of that money. And as far as I know, she has never lied to me, and I believe her, but on one hand, I think she has been irresponsible in carrying this money around rather than putting it somewhere safe or paying the hospital straight away as I told her to do. She also could be just saying it because she wants you to come back and take care of her, or she wants you to give her more money. He said, you got to keep in mind, she doesn't even know who the father is of this kid. It's like, what does that tell you, dude? He says, I feel that she seems like someone that just knows how to lose money, that every week she has another expensive problem, and now I can't help her because I don't have much money left myself. You should pay attention to that, dude. He says, on one hand, I feel like this is the last straw for me. I've tried my best to help her, and she just lost the money, whereas on the other hand, I feel that if I abandon her at this point, she will suffer terribly. She won't be able to go to a proper hospital and will be alone and poorly treated, and I will have this on my conscience for the rest of my life. Any advice would be appreciated. Also, I thought it might be a good idea to have a phone coaching session with you. How can I arrange that? Well, if you want to have a phone coaching session with me, go to my website, and at the top of your screen, click the Products tab, and just follow the instructions on the next page for booking a paid phone coaching session using PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account. As long as you got a credit or debit card, you can book a session. I have clients all over the world. Now, one thing that you did tell me about this girl's father was that you thought he was a very dangerous man. You got to keep in mind, this is a conservative Muslim country, and here you are hanging out and hooking up with, I don't know if you said this child may be yours, or it was one of the other dudes that she was hooking up with, but you're worried about her safety. It's like, what about yours? You don't really have much money left, so you really can't go back there and work and support her anyways. And it sounds like she's pretty irresponsible. And do you really want to put yourself in a situation where you could be the one that's physically harmed? You need to think about that, because deep down, your heart's telling you, hey, it's time to move on from this, but your conscience is feeling guilty because of the things that she's saying to you. And she could be maybe she's totally irresponsible and she just pissed that money away because she's not very good with money. At the end of the day, is that your problem? Is that your fault? If you really want to see this girl, have her buy her a plane ticket and let her come see you wherever you're at, if you want to see her that way. But if you really don't want to be with this girl, I mean, you're going to make yourself miserable and potentially put yourself in physical jeopardy by going back to that country when deep down it's not what you really want. This was just a girl that you were hanging out and hooking up with and having a good time with. And now you're feeling guilty like it's your job to take care of her when there's a good chance the kid's not even yours. I mean, think about that, dude. You gotta think with your heart instead of your head here, because internally your warning bells are going off and saying, stay away, let me get out of here. And so now you've left the country. You need to move on with your life and help her however you can. Be a friend to her, talk to her. If you want to see the girl, buy her a plane ticket and let her come fly out to see you where you're at. That's what I would do if I were you, but I wouldn't go. I mean, it sounds really stupid when you've told me that you think her father is a dangerous person to go back to the country. I mean, because obviously at some point she's going to start showing that she's pregnant. She's not going to be able to hide that from her family forever. I mean, do you want to go back there and get into a situation where the guy tells you, you're in a shotgun wedding, the guy says you better leave, you better marry my daughter, or I'm gonna kill your ass? I mean, come on, dude. You need to think rationally here. And like I said, you got to trust your feelings, and your feelings are telling you something is amiss with this situation, and you need to pay attention to that. So if you have a question you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, and give me several days to get back to you with a response. And if you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, go to my website, and underneath the email sign-up box is a box that has a link to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get to the download page, if you don't have a Kindle device, on the right-hand side, there's a button you can click to open up a window where you can download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, your tablet device, or your computer. Only takes a matter of seconds to download and install it, and complete the purchase of my book, and you'll be reading it in no time. And I will talk to you soon.